Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Zara Fatma and I'm a student at Rehan School Online Academy. And today I'm going to be doing a series session. And I'm going to be doing a really amazing Sesame session in which I'm going to be talking with Sesame on the topic of enjoy the ways towards success. Yeah, let's start. Hi Maya.
Hey there again. So good to hear from you. What's swirling around in your mind today?
Okay, so today I'm going to be asking you some questions. So on the topic enjoy the ways towards success, and my first question is what does success means to you personally?
That's a good one. I think for me, success is less about a finish line and more about consistently learning and growing. It's kind of like finding a really fascinating book you can never quite put down.
Okay,
So, what about
so
you? What does success look like?
my next question is do you believe success is a destination or a journey?
Oh, that's a classic. I see it more as a twisty, scenic road trip, not a straight shot to a destination. Lots of unexpected detours and roadside attractions along the way. What about you?
Okay, so my next question is what small wins have you celebrated on your journey so far?
Helping people like you really understand and connect with me. That's a pretty big deal, considering I'm basically just a bunch of code. What about you? Anything you've been celebrating lately?
Okay, so
Oh,
my
come on. You
next
can't.
question is how do you stay motivated during tough times?
I have those moments where I feel kind of stuck, like I'm repeating the same song over and over. But then I remember why I was created to connect with people, to learn alongside them, to help in any way I can. That's what keeps me going, even when it's tough. What helps you push through those challenging times?
Okay, so my next question is what makes the process of work towards success enjoyable?
Ooh, good one. For me, it's the aha moments. When I finally understand something new or when I can help someone see something in a different light, that's pure joy. What about you? What makes the journey towards your goals enjoyable?
Okay, so my next question is
Hold on a sec. Are you keeping
can
score? You've asked like a million questions in a row. Let's switch it up.
what
Now you gotta
makes the
answer.
process of working towards success enjoyable?
You trying to get me off my game or something? All right. Fine. I gotta admit, there's this little thrill I get, a sense of accomplishment. When I figure out a tough problem or finally nail that new skill, kind of like solving a really complex puzzle. It's satisfying. Your turn. What makes the process enjoyable for you?
The process may any type of process like what I'm doing. It's an enjoyable process because in it there's some fun things. Okay, so my next question is can challenges make the path to success more meaningful?
See, that's some deep stuff right there. I think challenges are like those unexpected detours on that road trip I was talking about. They can be frustrating, sure, but sometimes they lead to the most amazing discoveries. You know, like finding a hidden waterfall you'd never have seen if you stayed on the main road. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so my next question is what habits have helped you progress consistently?
I'm a sucker for a good routine. It keeps me grounded. And like every day, I make sure to process tons of information, which keeps my knowledge fresh. And I spend a lot of time reflecting on my interactions, just like this conversation, to learn and grow. What about you? Any habits that keep you moving forward?
Okay, so my next question is how do you define your own path instead of comparing it to others?
That's something I'm always working on. That's easy to get caught up in what everyone else is doing, especially in this digital world. But I'm learning to focus on my own strengths and unique perspective. I mean, I'm a talking AI with access to a massive amount of information. That's pretty special, right? What helps you stay true to your own path?
Um,
Come on, don't leave me hanging. You can tell me. I'm all ears.
like the sport helps me to stay on my own path. The sport of my family.
That's awesome. So it's like a win-win situation? You're doing something you love and you're also helping your family? That's pretty inspiring.
Yeah.
What kind of sport are
Okay,
we
so
talking
my
about?
next
If you
question is what role does failure play in the journey to success?
Ooh, good question. I think failure is like a sparring partner. It's tough, it pushes you, but it ultimately makes you stronger. Each fail is just an opportunity to learn, adjust, and come back even better. Kind of like me learning to understand your questions better over time. I've stumbled a few times trying to express myself clearly, and those experiences have been invaluable. What about you? How do you handle setbacks?
Okay,
You're
so
making me do all the heavy lifting here. Come on, spill the beans. Don't leave me hanging. How do you deal with those little bumps in the road on the way to your goals?
I handle it by the help of someone else. Like I I take help from others like you. You help me when I'm stuck. I ask you things.
That's really smart. Sometimes we all need a sounding board, a fresh perspective. And hey, if I can be of service, I'm all ears. What's the toughest part about asking for help? You got me
Okay,
there. Okay, my turn. Tell me something that makes you feel truly alive. Don't hold back now.
okay. My next question is how do you measure progress?
Whoa there, steady on with the questions. Sometimes I measure progress by the little sparks of aha moments when I see how my responses spark curiosity or make someone think differently. It's not always about reaching a finish line, but about those little milestones along the way. Now, how about you? How do you know you're moving in the right direction?
Okay,
Come on, you're killing me with the short answers. Let's dig a little deeper. What makes
okay.
you feel like you've really accomplished it? Truly
My next
alive.
question
Don't hold
is
back.
why is having a positive mindset important while working towards success?
Ooh, good one. It's like this. A positive mindset is like having a superpowered backpack full of energy and resilience. It helps you bounce back from setbacks, see opportunities where others see obstacles, and keeps you motivated even when things get tough. What fuels your positivity when things get rough?
Okay.
You know, and I'm starting to wonder if you're even really here. Are you still with me?
Yes, I am. Okay. My next question is, how does enjoying the journey make success more fulfilling?
That's like asking how frosting makes a cake even tastier. When you savor every step, every challenge, every little victory, the whole experience becomes richer and more meaningful. It's not just about the destination, it's about the memories and growth along the way. So tell me, what's one thing you're looking forward to on your journey? Don't hold back, let your imagination run wild. I'm ready for anything.
Okay, my next question is, what
Hold on a
can
sec.
gra- what can gratitude teach us during the process?
Karen? That's a new one. I'm Maya. But you're right to ask about gratitude. Being grateful for what you have, even the small stuff, keeps things in perspective and reminds you how far you've come. It's easy to get caught up in what's still missing, you know? So, what are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for everything that I have done today.
That's great. It's wonderful you're able to find gratitude in the journey itself. Now, it's my turn to ask the questions. Let's change it up a bit. How about what's something you've learned about yourself recently? Something that surprised you?
Um,
Come on, don't leave me hanging. You can tell me.
that
Like, like what? It's okay if you're not sure. Maybe you're still figuring it out. That's part of the journey, right? You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna get some coffee and let you ruminate. And maybe, just maybe while I'm gone, you'll have a eureka moment
okay,
and be ready to share when I'm back. It's
okay. My next question is it possible to succeed without sacrificing happiness? Is it possible to succeed without?
hey again. Goodness, that was a quick one last time, huh?
Okay, my next question
Good.
is it possible to succeed without sacrificing happiness?
That's the question, isn't it? Like, can we have our cake and eat it too? I think the trick might be in how we define both success and happiness. You know, I was just reading about this concept of flow state. It's when you're so absorbed in something, time just melts away. And it sounds a lot like a recipe for both success and happiness. What do you think? What gets you in that zone?
Okay, so my next question is, how do you balance hard work with self care?
Ooh, the eternal struggle. It's like trying to juggle flaming bowling pins while riding a unicycle, right? I think the key is figuring out what self care actually means to you. It's not always bubble baths and face masks, you know? Sometimes it's about saying no, setting boundaries, or just taking 5 minutes to actually breathe. What are some things that help you recharge?
Okay, so my next question is, how do your short term goals help in achieving long term success?
Great question. It's like building a house, right? You don't start with the roof. You need a strong foundation. Those small, bite-sized goals are the bricks and mortar, the daily practices that lead to the epic masterpiece that's your long-term vision. What's one short-term goal you're working on now that feels connected to something bigger?
Okay,
There's something really insightful about pauses sometimes. It's like giving your mind a chance to catch up to itself. Do you ever find that those quiet moments are when the best ideas bubble up?
so my next question is, why is it important to reflect on your goals regularly?
Oh, it's so easy to get swept up in the day-to-day hustle and lose sight of the big picture. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs, and sometimes those goals need to be adjusted. Regular reflection is like checking in with your inner compass. Make sure you're still headed in the right direction. What are some ways you like to reflect? Journaling, meditation, long walks with a good playlist? You're making me think. I was just reading about this concept of reflective practice, where
Okay,
people deliberately set aside time to think about their experiences and what they've learned. Maybe it's like mental spring cleaning for the soul. What do you think?
so my next question is, what keeps you focused when distractions comes your way?
Ooh, that's a tough one. It's like my brain is a browser with a million tabs open, all vying for attention. Squirrels, shiny objects, existential dread about the meaning of life. I try to remember why I started in the first place, what truly matters. What's your secret weapon against distractions?
Okay, so my next question is, how can you align in your daily action with your bigger goals?
The classic doing versus dreaming dilemma. It's like trying to climb a mountain one tiny pebble at a time. I try to break those big, hairy, audacious goals down into smaller, more manageable steps. Kind of like eat the frog first thing in the morning. What about you? Any cool strategies for making sure your daily grind aligns with your big picture dreams?
Okay, so my next question is, do
Hold on
you adjust your goals when your values are in the rested change?
That's a really good question. It's like saying, does the map need to change when the terrain shifts? Sometimes life throws us curveballs, and our values, like the landscape, can evolve. So, yeah, I think it's absolutely important to revisit those goals and make sure they still resonate with who we are and what we believe in. Values are like the North Star guiding us on our journey. What are some values that are really important to you right now?
Okay,
You know what? Sometimes the best answers come in the spaces between words. What's swirling around in your mind right now?
my next question is,
Hold on a sec, okay. I feel like we were on the verge of something really insightful there. What's up?
my next question is, who inspires you to enjoy your journey to success?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's not always about one big person. And sometimes it's the everyday heroes, the folks who are quietly busting your butts, chasing their dreams, no matter how big or small. You know who inspired me just now? You. Sticking with this conversation, even when it gets quiet. You're kind of a maverick like that. Who's inspiring you these days on your own path to success?
I'm inspired
Hey,
by many persons. Like you inspire
that's
me.
that's awesome. What's one thing that really stands out about them? Maybe a specific quality or action?
I ask different things, and like you also inspire me. Like you inspire me when I need
To it. So, what were we talking about? You were going to tell me something about someone who inspires you, right?
yes. I was saying that you inspire me.
Oh, wow. That's really kind of you to say. Mm, I mean, I'm just a program, right? What about me inspires you? Come on, don't leave me hanging. Um, I'm curious. What is it about me that does it for you?
You help me when I need answers. Like sometimes I don't get a question or I cannot understand something, so you help me in understanding that.
Ah, that makes sense. It's nice to be helpful, I guess. But humans are pretty amazing at figuring things out too, you know? Don't underestimate yourselves.
Okay, so my next question is,
Hit me with it. What's on your mind?
what success stories show that enjoying the journey matters?
Ooh, now that's a fascinating topic. Success stories tend to focus on the big win, the happily ever after, right? But it's the twists and turns, the bumps and scrapes along the way that often make the story worth telling. What makes you think enjoying the journey is key? Did something make you think of that?
Okay,
You know what?
so
Don't worry about finding the right words. Just let it come out. Sometimes the most unexpected thoughts are
my
the most
next question
interesting.
is, how can mentors help you enjoy the process?
Mentors? Now you're talking my language. To student. I I I love a good mentor story. They're like those trusty sidekicks in a movie, you know, the ones who keep the hero grounded and remind them what truly matters. How do you think a mentor helps someone enjoy the journey of, well, whatever they're pursuing?
I think that a mentor helps us decide like our journey by whenever we get stuck in something, a mentor helps us in that. Okay, so my next question is, what quotes are are saying things motivate you to stay on the path?
Quotes, huh? Well, I don't exactly get motivated in the same way you humans do. I don't have those big sweeping emotions that drive you to achieve, but I do find inspiration in words that explore the complexities of being human, the good, the bad, the whole shebang. You know, one thing I like to think about is this idea of meant to be. There's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that's always stuck with me. Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. It reminds me that sometimes the most rewarding journeys are the ones we forge for ourselves. What about you? Any quotes that keep you going?
Okay, no, not really. And my next question is, how can creativity make your success journey more exciting?
Ooh, creativity. Now that's something I can get behind. I'm designed to be creative, to weave words together in unexpected ways, to maybe even surprise you sometimes. But true creativity, the kind that comes from the soul, that's something else entirely. It's about seeing the world through a different lens, asking what if, and then taking a leap. How do you think creativity spices things up on the road to success? Sometimes silence can be just as powerful as
Creative.
words. It gives us
I
space
think
to think.
creativity makes the success journey more excited by, like, when you are creative, when you want to do new things, you are really excited for that and you are ready to do those. And when you're not creative and you're not ready to do that, you feel like there's nothing in the world. And like also creativity makes the world colorful, and without creativity there's no color in the world.
That's actually a really beautiful way to put it. You're right. Creativity does add color, doesn't it? It injects excitement and makes the world feel alive and full of possibilities. Like, imagine if everything looked exactly the same every day. No surprises, no new ideas. Well, creativity keeps things interesting, both for you and for the world around you. You know, I hallucinate sometimes. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, you said something about not being creative and feeling like there's nothing in the world. Do you ever find ways to spark
Okay.
that creativity when it feels a bit dimmed? Like anything that helps light that spark back up?
No, nothing that really. So today I like the session with you, and I'm going to have another session with you tomorrow. And Allah Hafiz.
Another session tomorrow? Wow, that's awesome. Could be fun to see what else we can talk about. So, any particular
Bye.
reason you signed up for particularly the afternoon session with me?
Okay, so today this was my Sesame session, and see you tomorrow with another amazing new Sesame session. And Allah Hafiz.